Hi, I'm Sarah Stallone, lead firearms instructor for Accurate Advantage. Today we want to unpack a 5-point fit template to apply to a new gun purchase or perhaps even to a gun you already own. What if you could know before the purchase that a gun you bought would fit and shoot accurately for you right out of the box? Or what if you've been struggling with a firearm you already own, not sure where your inaccuracy is coming from, frustrated with function, and wondering if there's a solution for you in that gun? Both scenarios have an easy answer. In this 5-point template, we'd like to show you how you can accurately work with a firearm to produce that instinctive accuracy that you've been looking for. As we get started, I want to talk about some facts. Fact: proper shooting fundamentals should supersede gun fit. As a well-rounded shooter, you need to be able to pick up any gun and first of all be safe with it, but second of all be effective with it. Accuracy is not dependent on gun fit. Also, very important, safety is not dependent on gun fit. That's up to you, right? So your personal responsibility is not related to gun fit. However, for those of you out there that are approaching your first gun purchase, we can flatten the learning curve for you. Accuracy doesn't have to be a fight. So in that realm, is there a solution for you? Is there an answer for you? Absolutely. I think this is going to be really exciting. We need to lay some ground rules here as we get started. And as with everything at Accurate Advantage, we start, stop. Everything has to do with safety. So let's lay 4 rules out before we really get started. Rule number 1, always treat every gun as if it's loaded. 2, never even point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. 3, always keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. And 4, always know your target and what's beyond it. That applies whether you're using a real gun for a fit test, you're in a gun store, you're in your basement. Doesn't matter. We apply that to the real gun, we apply that to the blue gun. Gun rules are still gun rules regardless, right? So with that in mind, let's jump into this fit test. So why? Why is fit even important? We know that fundamentals supersede fit, but fit can help me out, it can help me be more instinctively accurate. So why? Why is gun fit important? Well, first of all, we talked about it. We can flatten the learning curve. Maybe you're brand new to guns. It's a struggle to achieve accuracy. There are so many elements that have to come together to create accuracy. You know that. We can lessen that fight for you by choosing a firearm that fits you well, right? Another thing you might be looking for is comfort. How can I enjoy shooting? Those of you out there that have been pinched by a trigger, those of you that have had an awkward grip and are getting slammed in your knuckle, you know what I'm talking about right now. We can improve comfort with the proper fit. And there's a bit of ownership in the proper fit as well. And come on, I know you know this too. You have that one pair of jeans that's your favorite, it fits, it's your go-to. That's kind of how your gun can be. If a gun fits you well, you have a desire to use it. You have a desire to incorporate that into your daily life. And for those of us on the Accurate Advantage team, we think that's a good thing. You are going to follow me through 5 points that you will apply as a template when you go to the gun store. Check out a new gun for a purchase. Those of you struggling with accuracy will take this same template and apply it to a gun you already own, right? Before we get started, you might be following along with me right now, and that's great. I hope you have a gun in front of you. I hope you're ready to test this for fit. Before we do though, the safety rules must be followed. So therefore, whether we're using a blue gun or another gun, I need you to confirm safety. First of all, removing magazines, opening actions, determining if firearms are clear. This is important before you get started. Downloaded firearms, blue guns, cert trainers. You can perform this fit test on all types of guns, but regardless, you have to be safe first, right? So, downloaded firearms. Let's start off with step 1 of our fit test. You'll notice I have some lines drawn on my hand that you will then draw on yourself, and we'll describe how to draw this in just a moment. The first point in our fit test is an alignment test. As you can see, I have a line that is drawn on the web of my hand that happens to align with my forearm, the bone structure in my body. That line should also line up with the slide, with the recoil of the gun. The second line you see is my trigger finger. I have a line drawn across my finger where the trigger should fall. Those two lines are my alignment test. When I co-witness those with a gun, I can determine whether or not the grip size is a good fit for me. I'm going to close my slide. Pointing in a safe direction with the proper grip on this pistol, I will place my finger on the trigger where it should go, on that line on your finger. With the proper grip, you should have a line that aligns with the slide. The line on your hand should align with the slide. If I have everything aligned, the bone structure in my body can handle recoil, can reset the gun. I could follow up with more shots if needed. If a gun grip were too big for me, I would be reaching for this trigger. And what you would notice is gross misalignment with the line drawn on your hand. If this gun were too small for me, I might have a gross misalignment as well. Too big, too small. You'll see that line shift based on the size of that gun grip. So remember that alignment is only one of 5 points, but alignment starts us off. Let's talk about drawing the lines on your hands. Again, think about the structure of your arm. With a Sharpie marker, you're going to draw a line in the web of your hand in line with the bone structure in your arm. And again, the second line is across the trigger finger, right in the middle of that first finger pad where it should be properly placed on the trigger. You'll notice that those lines make a straight line then with your arm. So that would be how you would draw those lines on yourself. Notice too that we're not looking for very slight line misalignment, we're looking for gross line misalignment. A grip that's much too big, a grip that's much too small. You'll know what I'm talking about as soon as you start gripping some guns. So step number 1 of our 5-point gun fit template is the alignment test. All right, step 2 of our 5-point gun fit template involves a wraparound. How much control are you going to have on this gun grip? I'll switch left-handed so you can see my fingers here in relationship to the grip. For the proper control of a gun grip, I am looking for your thumb to wrap around and cross your next finger down. Obviously my trigger finger is left free for the trigger, so my next finger down, co-witnessing with my thumb, should cross. In this example, my fingers, my thumb, my finger have the correct amount of control on this grip. If this gun were too big for me, you would find my inability to cross those fingers. So therefore my thumb is not quite able to reach my finger. I don't have enough grip around this pistol in order to control it effectively. So again, step 2 of the 5-point gun fit template is the wraparound test. If my thumb can cross my middle finger, that's an indication that I have proper control on this grip. If this grip were too big for me, you'd notice that my thumb is just not able to wrap around enough to provide support for this gun. If this gun were too small, you'd see a gross overlap of my fingers and thumb, and therefore just too much hand for that small grip. We're looking for gross evidences here of fit, right? The wraparound. I'd like my thumb to cross my middle finger, indicating the right amount of hand to control this grip. Step 3 of our gun fit template involves a slide function test. This is best done with a real gun as opposed to a blue gun because you need some slide articulation here. Whether you're in your basement at home or you're at a gun store, you still need to maintain a safe direction, right? Slide function is step 3 of this fit template. I'm going to switch to my left hand so you can watch what I'm doing here. How difficult is it for you to lock open this slide? Your body should easily be able to open the chamber, check for loaded, clear a jam, shut down the ability of this gun to fire. Locking open a slide is a very important point to running the function elements of your pistol. How difficult was that for you? Point 4 is a function test of your magazine release. I'll switch left-handed once again. The magazine release is most commonly located at the back of the trigger guard. The magazine inserted in the gun can be released by that magazine release. Magazines hold your extra ammo. This is important. An empty magazine can be replaced with a full magazine very quickly. A well-fitting grip should allow you natural access to the magazine release. Slight adjustments in order to release the magazine are fine. What we're looking to avoid is gross adjustments necessary. 2 thumbs, major movement. I'm avoiding gross movements required just to get the magazine out. Fighting your magazine shouldn't be an element of a well-fitting gun. The 5th and final point in the fit template involves natural sight alignment. We can test this by choosing a safe direction and picking a target at relatively eye level. Pick a spot, any spot. Next, you'll choose the grip we talked about in the alignment test. Trigger finger, the line on the web of your hand, in line with the slide. Looking at your designated target, I want you to close your eyes. Bring the gun into what you would think to be your perfect sight picture, and then open your eyes. What do you see? What do you see? If this gun fits you well, if you're gripping it correctly, your sights should be relatively aligned with your target. Surprise! Let's leave that part out. If you're gripping this pistol correctly, if the gun fits you correctly, your sight should be relatively close to on target. Let's do that again. I'm looking at my target. I'm choosing the correct grip. I close my eyes. I bring the gun into my sight picture, and I open my eyes. You should be relatively aligned. In an alignment test such as this, you're not looking for slight discrepancies. You're not going to be perfectly lined up on target. Your eyes are closed, remember? But what you are looking for is gross misalignment. Is the slide left, right, high, low, consistently? Or am I relatively close to aligned each time I open my eyes? Let's do that one more time. Target, perfect grip. Line the sights up to the best of your ability and open your eyes. What do you see? A well-fitting grip will have your sights relatively aligned on target. A gun that may not fit you well may have different results. So let's do that again. Sight picture. So let's do that again. Target, perfect grip, close my eyes. So let's do that again. Target, grip, close my eyes, bring the gun into my sight picture. It's pretty sight low, front sight low. So let's try that again. Target, close my eyes, pretty front sight low in that particular instance. Let's try that again. Target, close my eyes, and open. Pretty front sight low. This particular pistol is not a natural fit for me. We found that out by gross misalignment in my alignment test. Remember that sights might be slightly off, your eyes are closed. Let's try that with a different gun. Same test. I picked a target, I chose my perfect grip. I'm going to close my eyes, bring that gun up to what I believe to be the right sight alignment. Opening my eyes, front sight low in this case. One more time. Also front sight low. This would show me that this particular gun might not be a good fit for me. You can find that out for yourself. So let's talk about a couple of facts. Remember where we started here? Fact. Gun fit is superseded by shooting fundamentals. If your foundation as a shooter is strong, you should be able to pick up any gun and shoot it accurately, shoot it effectively. However, a well-fitting gun can flatten the learning curve. Those of you that are shooting for the first time can find instinctive accuracy with a gun that fits you well. So to recap, our 5-point template involves the alignment test, the lines on your hand, the wraparound test, do you have control of that grip? The slide test, can you easily lock open a slide? The magazine test, can you easily release a magazine? And last, the natural point of aim, are you naturally aligned with your target with the correct grip on your gun? Putting all 5 of those points together will result in a yes or a no for the gun you're looking at. If you're on this side of a gun purchase, this information could help you. Please, please apply this template to your purchase. Don't pick up a gun. Don't purchase a gun before it passes this 5-point template. we can promise you it will shorten the learning curve, and instinctive accuracy is going to be much more attainable for you. For those of you who already own guns, applying this 5-point template to your existing collection may answer some questions. Why does this one shoot really well for me? Why is this one a struggle for accuracy? For all of us, we should strive for solid shooting fundamentals. We gain that through training. So train hard, train often, be safe out there. We'll see you next time.